Hey, what's up? It's Steph from 3. Hit that subscribe button. Now, Jalen Green shook the basketball world by announcing that he would skip college to enter the NBA G League. Now, he's not entering a G League team per se, but he is entering the revamped Pro Path program, which guarantees him at least $500K and gives him a year of development in the G League. Alongside the significance of the move, this is a giant acquisition for the G League, as Jalen Green undoubtedly stands as one of the top players in the 2020 high school class. He's already projected to be the top pick in the 2021 NBA draft. Now, while Green is using the G League to introduce himself to a whole new audience of coaches and GMs in the league, he has already had an amazing career for anyone, let alone an 18-year-old. During his run in high school, he won back-to-back gold medals as a part of Team USA during their various FIBA tournaments. Now, during the 2018 U17 World Cup, Green was awarded the MVP for that tournament, and he put up 17.7 points, 2 rebounds. Those numbers become even more impressive when you realize that he outperformed the likes of Isaac Okoro, James Wiseman, and RJ Hampton, who are all a year older than him and projected to be picked in the lottery of this year's draft. Green was able to have success at the international and prep level so far throughout his career because he has a mix of athleticism, energy, versatility, and solid basketball IQ for a player's age. Among those 4 traits, athleticism definitely is the strong suit in his game, as he can jump out of the gym and his hops can get him a poster at any given moment in the game. As you can see right now, he just blows by the defender and does a brutal poster. Now, that quick first step is one of the tools that allows him to be such an explosive player. And he's able to use that skill in the half-court set, but he was restricted to mostly using it in transition with prolific prep. It was kind of disappointing to see him not have a lot of half-court driving opportunities, but he was still able to put on a show, whether it's catching alley-oops or taking it down the court himself and going up for a jam. While he didn't get a lot of opportunities to drive in the half-court set, it was mostly to him being an off-the-ball threat that was working to move around screens trying to find a spot in the perimeter. Well, at least during his senior season, he got a lot of reps as a shooter, which makes sense considering that that's a skill he's been trying to work on. There's no available stats for his senior year. Max Prep shows that he shot 35% beyond the arc in 214 total attempts as a sophomore. And he's been inefficient during most of his high school career, but you wouldn't know that by actually watching him play, because once you look at him, it comes quickly apparent that he's a confident shooter with a really smooth jumper. Whether it's off the catch or off the dribble, he has a sense of fluidity which makes things that he's practiced for hours look effortless. The visual proof of that is seen when he uses the screens to create separation from the perimeter before spotting up from beyond the arc and nailing a 3. While this confidence allows him to take and make those shots, it also leads him to some questionable shot selection, as he's prone to taking contested 3s while there's still time left on the clock. Despite some rough shot selection and inconsistent jumper, it's still clear to see why the G League wanted to make Green the headline player so bad. He's 6'6", incredibly athletic. He can speed down the court, go up for alley-oops, and catch some ankles with his handles. And he can change speeds on a dime. He also shows some flashes of footwork. And he's usually been the go-to scorer whenever he's on the court. But he is unselfish, as he tries to find some open teammates, either moving the ball around the court or doing some drive and dish. As his work for a shooter, there's a lot of reasons to be optimistic about he can progress, despite being inefficient during his play in international and prep levels. But that confidence comes from him having a smooth jumper that he's confident to use in a catch and shoot or off the dribble. Now, this new G League team is going to be in California. It doesn't have a head coach yet, and it has 4 players, Jalen Green, Isaiah Todd, Kay Soto, and Dayshawn Nix. It's tough to predict how the young guard will perform at the G League level and how his team will play. But it's clear that he's a unique player, and he combines his incredible athleticism with a solid skill set and on-the-court poise that you usually don't see from an 18-year-old. Alright, that's it for the video. Jalen Green, definitely a unicorn. hit that subscribe button. Also, if you like basketball content, check out my last one on how LaMelo will force the Pelicans to draft him. Pretty interesting. Everyone wants to see Zion, LaMelo, and Lonzo on the same team, so go and click that. Check out all my other videos, and I'm out. Peace.